You are the first to arrive and see the new background. Tell me who you are. I'd like to know who the first person was to see this. Working on it. It's work in progress. Let's move on. This is about ChatGPT. Recently, ChatGPT was put through my Monty Python challenge, the first stage of a challenge. Maybe I'll do more. I did one back in 2015. Cortana, Siri, Google fed them statements and got back results. So I took that video, made it a little easier to watch and put it back out. Then I said, let me redo this, but I can't use Cortana. Cortana's not around anymore. So I did it with Google and Alexa. And after creating those videos, I decided, well, how about ChatGPT? Be interesting to see how it handles it. Throwing statements at ChatGPT is not how it's designed, but I wanted to see how it would handle it. Didn't do well. So I said, okay, I'm going to use it like it's supposed to be used. I'm paying attention to what's given back. Now, I did not put that part in a video. I put statement feeds into the video. Released it yesterday if you want to see it. Afterwards, I said, okay, I'm going to sit down and query it and give it context. Take a look at what happened, and I'm going to comment about it. This is the first piece of information I threw out, a question I asked it. In Monty Python and the Holy Grail, there's some context. Who said, and there's the quote, and that is a quote. I got back this answer. Odd answer, not a correct answer. What's interesting about it is that there are facts here. Everything that it responded back with are actual facts. Responded about the Holy Grail, responded about the line, and then it attributed it to King Arthur, who was in the movie, but did not make this statement. So I figured more context, tell you which scene it was in. It comes back, acknowledging the facts of the movie, the scene, and the statement, but still attributes it to King Arthur, which is wrong. Finally, since Sir Robin is the one who said this, I figured, okay, I'm going to give you some context and then ask you, what did this individual say? And I got back again all facts from the movie, the name of the movie, the scene, the character, and part of the movie, Brave Sir Robin Ran Away, part of a song that was sung by his minstrels that followed him. So what has happened here, and I'm not the first to notice this. I've seen articles written on it. Even OpenAI acknowledges it'll happen. It makes up facts. So why it cobbled together these answers is yet to be understood by me. And I do understand AI. I work with AI. I do understand language modeling AI, not because I work with language models. I don't do anything with language really, but I listen to podcasts called Practical AI and Machine Learning. And there's two hosts of it. One of those guys works for Lockheed Martin. The other guy, I forget the name of the company he works for, but he's into languages, language modeling. So I've learned some by listening to him and some of his guests, etc. So I kind of understand here maybe what's happening. The way the AI is performing, it's kind of like a human would, that say doesn't have the experience I have with Monty Python and with this movie, a movie I've seen over 100 times. And I know all the lines in them. A human that maybe went to the movie once or twice. So they know the characters in the movie and they know certain things happened in the movie. And then someone asks them about it and their recall pulls these facts together of, okay, King Arthur and this line and this scene, I'm going to put those together. For some reason, I think King Arthur said that. So a human would do that, would pull things together incorrectly because all the information's there. They just don't have it organized properly to access. I don't know why this would happen, though. Now, OpenAI states, or ChatGPT will tell you if you ask it, its data is up to 2021. Well, that's not a problem. This movie was released in 1975, and the script has been online in text format for decades. text, PDF. I mean, it's in a lot of formats. And then pieces of script is all over the place. So you've had access to the script forever. ChatGPT, when I had the initial conversation with it and mentioned that I would give it a challenge, would like to give it a challenge, it responded in saying that it knew a lot about Monty Python. Those are not exact words, but it had been included in the data that it was trained on. So it would be able to answer questions, it thought. It's not a problem of the data not being accessible, which could happen if you queried it about something that happened in the last year, or the data just wasn't part of what they trained ChatGPT to go against. So they've got to set pieces of data. They're not currently searching the internet when you ask these questions of it. They are using a data set that they created, and certainly they'll probably upfresh in the next training that they do. And hopefully in the future, this will be something that's more and more refreshed. What do you take away from this? You're asking for code, you're probably okay. Everything that I've asked for, I've still had to go in and modify. But I got code that putting a few things in worked the way I wanted it to. When it comes to something like this, well, that's maybe a little bit different. It's not subjective information, but it's not properly pulling together facts, making assumptions about how something should come together. That part of its training needs to be improved, because if the data is in its memory, like in a human's memory, the best human would recall that data accurately. So should an AI. It has the data. It shouldn't have to make a decision based off of things it knows. It should be able to say, oh, I know that fact. Here it is. So be cautious as you use ChatGPT. Check the data it gives you. Thanks for watching.